Climb Krios helmets. Today I want to tell you the difference between the Krios and the Krios Pro, the different riding configurations you can set them up in, and also how to care for these helmets, which is really important to get the best out of them. So what are the differences between the standard Krios and the Krios Pro? The first thing is the locking mechanism. So on the Krios, it's a standard D-ring, the way you would do that up. The other thing is internally it has a expanded polystyrene shell within liner within the helmet itself. The vent at the front you cannot open and close, it's permanently open. And the visor itself is different. On the Krios it comes with a dark tint visor and a clear visor. On the Krios Pro, the first thing is the locking mechanism is different. It has a FIDLOCK, which is a magnetic lock, and literally to open and close it you just pull on this red tab, it's open, and to close it just locks like that and it's fully closed. It's incredibly simple and incredibly effective. In terms of the visor, it comes with a standard clear visor and also a transitions visor which reacts to UV light and darkens in bright sunlight or even an overcast day with high UV. The other difference is the ventilation. On the front you can open and close this vent to allow air in or to close it up. And from safety point of view, it has inside the lining of the helmet is a product called Koroyd. That Koroyd has a few advantages. The main one is a safety advantage. It absorbs energy 48% more effectively than expanded polystyrene, which is in most helmets. And as you can see, it crushes here. So it absorbs energy, protecting your head. And that's what it's really about. It's incredibly light, similar to expanded polystyrene, but it's also like a honeycomb type material, which allows really good ventilation inside the helmet. So this helmet is going to keep your head cooler on a hot day. They're the main differences between these two helmets. Both helmets can ride in different modes, and the modes are adventure mode, dual sport mode, off-road and street. And I'd just like to demonstrate those to you. So as it comes, the helmet is in adventure mode. So the peak is on, the visor is on, and you can just use it straight away. It comes like that out of the box. The dual sport mode, you can wear goggles with the visor and the peak as well. Now the big advantage of the Climb Krios, and this Krios Pro as well, is that you can wear goggles and close the visor completely, and you'll see there is a gap here where the elastic for the goggles will fit under the gap of the visor, so you can wear both together and comfortably use both together should you choose to do so. Why would people want to wear goggles as well as the visor? Really, it's dust. So goggles prevent dust getting into your eyes. Dust in your eyes, especially over a long period of time, because it's very tiring and extremely irritating. So that's why you would use goggles. You can also have it in this configuration, which is the off-road configuration, and here you can see we have the peak on but no visor at all. So you would just wear goggles in this configuration. And then lastly, we have the street configuration where you keep the visor on and you take the peak off completely. So this reduces any drag that the peak might cause when you're traveling at higher speeds on the road. You'll notice in this mode the supplied plates are used in place of the peak itself. So normally the peak here takes up a piece of space. This little plastic piece here takes up that space so everything sits securely on the helmet. So how do you change between the different modes? It's really simple on these helmets. So to start with, you just turn these pins to either 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock, just down here. And then you just gently pull the visor out from the side, just like that. And then turn those pins back to their original position, which is at 10 o'clock on this side and 2 o'clock on this side, and you're ready to go. Just talking about the different types of visors that come with these helmets. Firstly, the Krios comes with a clear and a dark smoke visor as standard. And the Krios Pro comes with a clear and a transitions visor as standard. They both also come with a pin lock. You just get one pin lock in the kit. I'll just talk about that in a second. Dark smoke and clear is pretty obvious. The transitions lens is really quite interesting. This reacts to UV light. This is a UV torch, and if I shine that on there, you'll see clearly that it turns dark really quickly. So in bright sunlight, this will turn dark really quite quickly. Doesn't turn back to clear particularly quickly. So if you go into a tunnel or into dark light in maybe a forest or something, you might need to flick the visor up while it readjusts. But as you can see, it's gone dark really fast. The pin lock is an anti-fog device. It sits inside the visor on two small pins, which you can see here and here. Sits inside there, creates an airtight seal against the visor, and significantly reduces, to say it stops it's probably not true, but it significantly reduces condensation buildup when your hot breath hits the cold visor. Let's talk about care of these helmets. So there's a number of things you can do to look after your helmet and get the best possible performance out of it. The liners are all removable and washable. They're really simple to take out. They're also replaceable, so we have spares which we can replace. Chin curtain, you literally 3 poppers and it's out. That can just be hand washed or thrown into the washing machine on a short wash. As can the cheek pads. They just Velcro in. The crown liner, again, Velcro pulls out and poppers. Very simple to take out. On the front here, under the helmet, just here, there's just little clips. You just gently pull that out. Undo the strap so that comes out. Again with the cheek pads, you just pull those out. And the same with this side. Just take these pads out, Velcro, pop out these little tabs, little plastic tabs here, which just push in down the side. They can go into the washing machine, short wash, use a gentle detergent. Make sure they're really nice and dry before you put them in, because you don't want any mildew or anything to go on there. The strap liners also pop out, so they're just a press stud, and they come out. They can also be washed in the same manner. And all of these parts are replaceable. We have spares and they're available from ourselves. In terms of other care, you've been out for a ride, especially if it's dusty, take the helmet apart and clean it thoroughly. As we've seen earlier, just pop the visor off with these straps here, take off the peak, and get something like a baby wipe or a household spray and wipe type cleaner, something like that, just to clean and get all the dust out of here as best you can. It's especially important in 2 places. So peak is off. The first one is in here, in the hinge plate. If you don't clean the dust out of here, this can get incredibly difficult to get these pins out when they're full of dust. And the other is on the front vent. Clean this out, and the best way I found to clean this out is to spray it with compressed air or some sort of blower. If that fails, some just clean water, and you can wash it from the inside if you want to. You can put water through this way or from this way. Just make sure that's nice and free. And I normally spray that with a little bit of silicone spray afterwards, just to keep that moving nice and smoothly. The top vent can be cleaned. I've never seen any issues with this one. And then once all these are dry, you can pop all that back into the helmet again. The other thing you can do is we have products like these. These are just the ones we happen to sell. Grime Away is just a cleaner to clean your visor and keep it nice and clean. Also your helmet, the outside of the helmet, you can use that. Fog Away. Fog Away prevents or helps reduce the fogging of the inside of the visor. So you spray it on the inside and wipe it clearly like that. And then the last one is Rain Away. We've all ridden in conditions where rain is hitting and sticking on the outside of the helmet. Rain Away helps it bead and just blow off and give you nice clear visibility again. One thing with the Krios Pro helmets is the hinge plates, which are this plastic part here. They do wear over time, and they're a replaceable part. They're designed to wear. How do you know when yours is worn? You'll notice that the visor will not stay in an upright position like this. It will flop down easily. That was a really bad demonstration, but it won't stay in that locked position. When that happens, you need to replace these hinge plates. We have spares, which you can buy from us, but it is a little bit of a fiddle to change these. You can either pop into one of our shops and we'll happily change it for you, or alternatively, we can send you out instructions how to do it yourself, bearing in mind it is a little fiddly. Or thirdly, you can send the product back to us and we will replace it for you and send it back to you just for the cost of the hinge plate itself. So that's a service that we're now offering to our customers who have bought Climb helmets from us. If you have any further questions, please give us a call on our numbers that are on our website. Look on our website for the range of colours and sizes that are available. Or alternatively, drop us a line at support@adventuremoto.com.au and we'll happily answer any questions you may have.